ceremonies have concluded, and now we are going to start the first event of the season and the first event ever of Marbles Superiors. We have Tightrope. Marbles will go across this beam and try to get as many finishers as they can. The wood plank is 1 to 100, the Hoolina blocks are 125, and the green tube is 150. All these 16 teams are going to battle to see who will get those 25 points and the first gold medal ever, and for the season, of course. We have an example of the committee run. They will show how the event works, and they get 3 to 125. That's going to be, I'm not sure what it's going to be. It's going to be a 438. Of course, they are not a team, which, of course, means that they won't be maybe as good as the other teams. The Gracious Glacier started us off, and they get a finisher. 429. That's going to be, of course, first because they're the only one who went on this course. Now the Taffy Trackers, a rookie and one of many rookies in this season. They get 1 finisher and they get 2. That is going to be a 484, nearly 60 points ahead of the Gracious Glaciers. We'll see if they can keep that lead, but can they keep it from the next rookie and the next team, the Atomics? They spread out far and then they come back in. They get a finisher, but it was a little too spread out, so second with the 471. Now the Galaxy's the oldest team in this series and the season. And they come across to get 2 finishers. That's going to be a 490. Just 6 points ahead of the Taffy Trackers. Very close. Now the Mocha Maniacs. They come off. They have 2 way on the front and 2 way behind, and that is very paltry. And that is going to be 381. Now we have the Volcanoes. One a little bit far back behind, but the top 3 bunching up. 447, that's only 4th out of 6 teams. Now the 7th team, the Rouge Ravens. Another rookie this season. They got 1 stuck. They will get freed. They get a finisher, 2 to 125. How can the other do? And it's going to be not great. 86. So a 486 for the Rouge Ravens. That last one, just 4 points behind the Galaxies. Now Team Octopi ending the first half of teams. They've never actually done balancing. One of 2 who've never. And yeah, that was expected. 388 puts them in 7th, just 7 points ahead of the Mocha Maniacs, and one of 2 teams to not have over 400 points. Saying that for the other 6 teams, the Galaxies lead by 4 points ahead of the Taffy Trackers, or the Rouge Ravens, and then 2 points back to the Taffy Trackers. As I said, with teams who've never done balancing, the Yellow Jackets up next. As they come along, they get 2 finishers and 1 to 125. How can the other do? It's another 125, and that's going to be a 525, nearly breaking the record. And 35 points ahead of the Galaxies. They are first place. I think they're probably going to keep it, but what can the Lucky Lemons and the 6 other teams do? Yeah, that will not get first. 76 and 3, 125, so we're 451 and 6th. Now the Limelights. Up now. I can't really remember what their last balancing score was. We'll have to see how they do. They got 1. And no. Also, I said balancing. It's Tightrope. It's 480 and 5th. They take the spot of the Lucky Lemons, I believe. Now the Fertile Fighters. Another rookie. As they come down, 2 of them finish, but 2 fall early. That's only a 478. Not as high as the other teams who've gotten 2 finishers. Now Solstice Squad. Last time they did balancing, it wasn't very good. Of course, that was not filmed, so yeah. 3 of them get not very far, but the last marble who got stuck at the top gets a 150, and that's a 472, but only in 7th. Now the Tidal Waves. They have a rivalry with the Volcanoes, which I didn't mention for them. How can they do in this event? They get 1 finisher. What about the other marble back behind? And also a 472. The Solstice Squad got a 472, but since they got a lower score, they will not be higher. Now the Speedy Serpents, another older team. one of the 4 older teams with the tidal waves, galaxies. Oh my goodness, that was very good. A 525, that's the same as the Yellow Jackets. What can the holographics do? If they can't beat them, we'll have to go into a tiebreaker. They have 2 way out in front, and no, they didn't get 2 finishers. No, it will not be enough. 447 all the way down 12th. That is not very good. But now we will have a tiebreaker between the Yellow Jackets and the Speedy Serpents. And in the first event, that is very interesting. Yellow Jackets spread out. Oh, and that was not good. They did get a finisher, but a 73 and an 89. That's only a 446. Can the Speedy Serpents do better? It's not that hard to beat, but we'll see if they can. They come down a little spread out. And yes, they have gotten it. A 500 exactly. And the Speedy Serpents win the first gold of the season. The Yellow Jackets come in second, and the Galaxies come in third. Rouge Ravens and Taffy Trackers were so close, as well as the Limelights, but they will settle for 4th, 5th, and 6th. But they weren't on the podium. These 3 are the Galaxies in third with a 490, the Yellow Jackets with a 446, and a 525, and the Speedy Serpents with a 525. And those are the overall standings, of course, in the order that they finished. The next event is the team descent. We'll see you then.